Kakadosh Boker Tov, if you remember, we were speaking about the entire concept after the Amidah Legoy, so we were going to start about renting out, whether it's a sadeh, whether it's a field, and other things to Goy. So we're just going to do the Halacha L'Maaseh part of it, and therefore it's actually brought down in the Halacha as follows. What about renting out a storefront? For example, I want to rent out a store to a non-Jew. I own, whether it's talking about a mall or all these other places, and now I want to rent it out to a non-Jew. So it's actually brought down that as long as I'm going to rent out to a non-Jew and the schorah, the merchandise in the store belongs to the non-Jew, and all the profits go to the non-Jew, so therefore he comes and he's going to pay me now rent. So therefore, in such a case, if the majority of the people, that's the way that they do it, there is no problem whatsoever. I'm allowed to rent out my storefront to this non-Jew, and he's going to come and he's going to do that. Even if it's going to be that he doesn't pay a fixed rent every single month, but rather he's going to pay with the profits, for example, a percentage of the profits. So for example, I give him the space, but he has to give me, let's say, 30% of the profits that comes in. As long as I don't tell him that he needs to work on Shabbat, it's going to be permitted for me to come and to give it out to the Jew, to the non-Jew, and it has to just make sure though that my name is not there, which means that the goy's name, his name is on the store, it's not that I own anything. I could own the building, yes, but at the end of the day, the non-Jew is the one that's renting it out, and everyone knows that's going to be to do with renting, whether it's going to be a property, whether it's going to be for a store. The same halacha would apply to office space, right? Say, for example, I've got office space, and now I'm going to rent out to the non-Jew office space. So the exact same thing would be that if right now he's going to pay me a fixed rent, and the majority of people, they come and they do that, or whether it's going to be a car, whether it's going to be a tachanat delek, or any other batei esek, as long as he's going to come and pay a fixed amount to me for renting it out, it's going to be permitted, as we already mentioned, and then your name is not going to be there. Tomorrow, next time, Bezrat Hashem, we're going to speak about what happens if I'm going to have to pay him per hour and the merchandise is mine. There it's completely a different halacha, because there it could be that it's going to be a sumin adin or because of maritain, but for sure, if the only thing that I'm giving him is the venue, and then he's coming and he's going to have his own merchandise there, and he's paying me a fixed amount, whether it's going to be with percentages or with the fixed rent of what he's doing, for sure there shouldn't be whatsoever any problem, right? As long as my name is not going to be there, so that way there's no problem with maritain as well.